Hi there, this video's a live, very extreme, Houses of Commons, Parliament's and Questions video, UK, 2022. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up, time the moment, digital analog at the moment. Wow, it's just approaching 12 noon PM, 12 PM midday, and it is the 19th of October, 2022. I hope you enjoyed this video. Here we go, guys.
Including the Honourable Gentleman's constituency.
Hot Blackburn.
Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, investment zones will be created right across the UK, and our
Right, it's 12 o'clock now.
is to design and deliver the policy in working with the Welsh.
There's Liz Truss. Do you trust the Liz Truss or not? There's Jeremy Hunt.
I take my right honourable friend for the answer. And
Here we go.
Incumbent on the Welsh Government to cooperate fully with the Government to ensure the success for all the people of Wales.
Honourable friend puts it extremely well. We have a good example with Freeport. I very much hope the Welsh Government steps up to the plate on investment zones.
Before we come to Prime Minister's questions, I would like to point out the British Sign Language interpretation proceedings available to watch on Parliament Live TV. We start Prime Minister's questions with Justin Mathers.
Here we go.
Question number one, please, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, this morning I had meetings with ministerial colleagues and others. In addition to my duties in this House, I shall have further such meetings later today.
Justin Mathers.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. When the penny dropped for the Prime Minister on Monday and she realised that her budget was responsible for crashing the economy, she should have come to this House to explain herself and to apologise to millions of people who will now be paying hundreds of pounds extra a month on their mortgages because of her mistake.
Aye.
But now she's here. Can she tell us, given the absolute chaos her government has created, why the Chancellor lost his job but she kept hers?
Yeah, that's not right.
Mr. Speaker, I have been very clear that I am... Mr. Speaker,
You're not in charge, Liz.
I am sorry and that I have made mistakes. But the right thing to do in those circumstances is to make changes, which I've made, and to get on with the job and deliver for the British
Just like
people.
Boris
And
Johnson.
Mr. Speaker, we've delivered the energy price guarantee, we've helped people this winter, and I will continue to do that.
Maurice Robertson.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Does the Prime Minister agree with me that local people and local councils are best placed to decide how many houses they need and where those houses should go? And if she does, will she end the top-down approach to housing targets and reduce or preferably remove the powers of the planning inspectorate?
Prime Minister.
That's a good question.
My friend is absolutely right. We will abolish the top-down housing targets. Mr. Speaker, we want decisions about homes, about infrastructure, driven by local people, not driven by Whitehall. And that's why we're setting up new, locally driven investment zones.
We now come to the Leader of the Opposition, Keir Starmer.
Load of rubbish.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. A book is being written about the Prime Minister's time in office. Apparently, it's going to be out by Christmas. Is that the release date or the title?
Well, Mr. Speaker, I have been in office for just under 2 months, and I have delivered the energy price guarantee, making sure that people are paying £6,000 bills this winter.
Only to next year, April.
National insurance increase, and I've also taken steps, and we will be taking steps to crack down on the militant unions. Now, what, Mr. Speaker? I think, Mr. Speaker, that is more of a record of action than the honourable gentleman in his 2.5 years in the job.
Oh.
Mr. Speaker, last week the Prime Minister ignored every question put to her. Instead, she repeatedly criticised Labour's plan for a 6-month freeze on
Yeah.
bills. This week, the Chancellor made it her policy.
Yeah.
How can she be held to account when she's not in charge?
Jeremy Hunt's running the party.
Well, Mr. Speaker, our policy is to protect the most vulnerable for 2 years. Now, I had take the decision.
No, I'm not in charge.
Situation to adjust our policies. I am somebody who's prepared to front up. I'm prepared to take the tough decisions. Unlike the honourable gentleman who hasn't done anything on businesses, he's done nothing to say he'll protect people after 1 year.
Load of rubbish. Can't trust you, Liz. Can we trust
Mr.
him?
Speaker, last week the Prime Minister stood there and promised absolutely no spending reductions. They all cheered. This week, the Chancellor announced a new wave of cuts. What's the point of a Prime Minister whose promises don't even last a week?
Aye. Got you there, Liz.
Well, I can assure the right honourable gentleman that spending will go up next year and it will go up the year after. But of course, we need to get value for taxpayers' money. The Labour Party has pledged hundreds of billions of spending pledges, none of which they've retracted. The honourable gentleman needs to reflect the economic reality in his policy.
He is. You're the problem, darling.
Mr. Speaker, those spending cuts are on the table for one reason and one reason only, because they crashed the economy. And working people are going to have to pay 500 quid more a month on their mortgages. And what's the Prime Minister's response? To say she's sorry. What does she think people will think and say? That's all right, I don't mind financial ruin, at least she apologised.
Prime Minister.
I do think there has to be some reflection of economic reality from the party. The fact is that interest rates are rising across the world and the economic conditions have worsened. And we are being honest, we're levelling with the public, unlike the honourable gentleman who simply won't do it. And what is the honourable gentleman doing about the fact that train workers are again going on strike? The fact is he refuses to condemn the workers. We are bringing forward policies. Mr. Speaker, we are bringing forward policies that are going to make sure our railways are protected.
Stop telling Pinocchio lies.
Are protected. He backs the strikers, we back the strivers.
Mr. Speaker, she's asking me questions because we're a government in waiting and they're an opposition in waiting. There's no getting away from this. Millions of people are facing horrendous mortgage repayments.
People on dialysis machines.
She shouldn't
People
have
on
conducted
benefits.
an economic experiment on the British public. But it's not just her. They put her there. They're keeping her there. Why on earth would anyone trust the Tories with the economy ever again?
Yeah, she's a puppet, Liz Truss, isn't she?
Well, I notice, Mr. Speaker, he's not actually objecting to a single economic policy that the Chancellor announced on Monday. He's refusing to condemn the strikers.
No, he's not.
We're on the side of working people.
He's not backing them at all.
To make sure
It's the opposite.
we keep our railways open. The honourable gentleman refuses to do anything.
You're lying, Liz. Pinocchio lies.
Mr. Speaker, the only mandate she's ever had is from members opposite. It was a mandate built on fantasy economics and it ended in disaster. The country's got nothing to show for it except the destruction of the economy and the implosion of the Tory party. I've got the list here. 45p tax cut, gone. Corporation tax cut, gone. 20p tax cut, gone.
Gone.
2-year energy freeze, gone.
Gone.
Tax-free shopping, gone.
Gone.
Economic credibility, gone. And her supposed
She's a loser.
in the form of Chancellor, he's gone as well. They're all gone. So why is she still here?
Good question, mate. Spicy.
Mr. Speaker, I am a fighter and not a quitter. I have acted in the national interest to make sure that we have economic...
Your spines are breaking apart, Liz Truss, bit by bit.
Order. I'm going to hear the Prime Minister. I suggest that all members need to hear the answer. Prime Minister.
Aye. Come on. Let her stand.
Mr. Speaker, I am a fighter and not a quitter. We have delivered on the energy price guarantee. We delivered on the energy price guarantee. We've delivered on national insurance. We are going to deliver to stop the militant trade unions disrupting our railways. The honourable gentleman has no idea, he has no plan, and he has no alternative.
James Grundy.
Oh, right, this is a big party, isn't it?
Can I just say, he's obviously the more popular choice. Come on, James Grundy, you've got a future.
My right honourable friend congratulate Lee Centurions Rugby League team on their recent promotion to Super League, bringing millions to the local economy, and furthermore, would she also guarantee there are excellent women's Euros team, including Ella Toon from my constituency, Tilsley, will receive the number 10 reception that they so deserve?
Aye.
I join my honourable friend in congratulating the Lee Centurions on their return to the Super League. I had the huge privilege of meeting the Lionesses last week, a fantastic team who won a major tournament for us. We will host the Downing Street reception
Like this video?
as soon as their training programme makes them available.
Please be thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, James. Subscribe to my channel, James. Bye, everyone.